Okay, YouTube people, go and go check out this site, Dark Star Aquatics, darkstar.ning.com, darkstar.ning.com. We'll link it down below. Go check us out. There's a lot of knowledge on there. And what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a review on this canister filter right here. You might recognize it. It's a Sunsun slash perfect slash Gretsch slash Aquatop slash who knows. There's all kinds of different names. It's the eBay filter, pretty much. I got this one right here for $73. This is my second one, as a matter of fact. The first one's over there, hooked up to my reactor on my fish tank. This is a 303B. It's 370 gallons per hour, which is not too bad for I think I paid $73 for this one on eBay with I mean, that's shipping, everything, for $73. So 2 of these equals 1 fluval, or you know 3 of these equals an Eheim. I mean, it just depends which filter you go with. But this right here, for the price, you can't beat it. Let me show you what's going on. I just got this one kind of set up to show you real quick. It's got the built-in 9-volt. Hold on. Let me get a better grip on this so I don't break it. It's got the 9-volt UV sterilizer. Set this down in the sink real quick. I'll show you what kind of trays. I mean, this right here, I mean, you can see it's probably like a 3-4 inch tray right there. This one right here is my bottom tray. I've got 2 blue coarse pads and then my old filter media from my Aqua Clear 70, because this is a new filter, so I'm trying to seed it with the old filter media. You know, let's see here. Pretty sure that's the way it was. And then on my second one, for my biomedia, yeah, I've got the Aqua Clear ceramic cylinders or rings or whatever you want to call them. I mean, these things are so old, the bags are actually just deteriorating and falling apart, and all my ceramic pieces are just falling out into the filter. But as my biomedia, my main biomedia, I use pot scrubbers, which are just these little plastic things. I mean, they have good circulation in them. I think I get 6 of these for $1 from the dollar store. So for like $2-3, I had enough. Well, for $4 or $5, I had enough for this filter and my other filter that's up underneath my stand over there right now. So, which in the future, once I get more money, I will probably actually go with some kind of ceramic ring or something like that. If I could get my hands on a bag of pumice rock, as you know from my buddy Corvus, or AKA Joel, you know, if you're on Dark Star, he did a review on Secam Matrix or Secam Matrix, whatever you want to call it. There's so, I mean, nobody really knows what they're called. You know, he did a review, and it's pretty much just pumice rock. And if I can get myself a bag of pumice rock for, say, $5-10 for a 20-pound bag, I'm gonna fill this thing up with as much as I can. I mean, of course, I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna rinse it. I might boil it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they do for Secam or Secam or whatever, but I'm going to make sure I clean it real good, and I'm going to stick it in this filter, and I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it until it falls apart or till the canister stops working. I mean, but right now, pot scrubbers, dollar store, 6 of them for $1. I mean, you see here, it's at least $2, $2.50, plus, you know, underneath, or no, not underneath here. Put this. That's my second layer. But right here, I got a fine pad, and then polyfill, which is like a $3-4 bag at Walmart. You just got to make sure you don't get the stuff that's flame retardant. You know, I got a couple more pot scrubbers underneath there. Just lay down flat. I got my polyfill, and then a fine filter pad right there as my top layer. And then right here, you got this little thin thing right here. Pretty much make sure nothing pulls up into the impeller or anything like that. You know, of course, it's got built-in UV 9-watt bulb. I don't know. I've heard a lot of things about these. I've heard that really, for the flow rate, you're not going to get enough wattage from this bulb to actually do anything like a actual UV sterilizer would. But the way I figured it is, I've got one on this filter, I've got one on the other. That's 18 watts running on, which, you know, it says 370 gallons per hour, but once you get your filter media and everything else in there, plus I've got a reactor running on my other canister, so that's probably slowing it down some too. You know, I mean, if it doesn't do anything, it doesn't, but if it helps, it helps. And, you know, I haven't had any kind of green water, no kind of algae blooms. The only algae that I'm dealing with is green spot algae, and I used to have a lot of blackbeard algae, but here lately, I mean, I think that's something to do with my lights, my CO2, and my ferts. That's something I'm going to have to figure out. I mean, but for the money, you can't beat this filter right here. I mean, I've read reviews for Fluval. I've read reviews for Eheim. You know, I've had people recommend Rena. I think that's how it's pronounced. But, I mean, you got to think. For one filter that's brand name, you're paying at least $150. Unless you find some super awesome deal on a website somewhere, you're paying at least $150. For this one, $73. So for 2 of these, you know, you're paying the same amount as you would for one name brand filter. And, you know, I got my bucket of dechlorinated water over here. All I'll do is pour it off in here, fill it up, because, you know, it always helps with priming the canister if you fill it up first. And one thing I've noticed with this filter here, one thing I've noticed, once you put it on, right, once you push down these 2 side flaps right here, they automatically close. Alright, then you just close this one, you close that one. Alright, now I used to pick them up. I'd grab a hold of this handle, grab a hold of this handle, you know, whichever one of the gray handles. I'd grab a hold of them and I'd pick it up, which puts a lot of pressure on this top area right here. Alright, and as you see, the seams right here. So, you know, anybody that runs a canister filter, you hook your hoses in, you you open your valve, that way the water runs back in, and then you tilt it. You tilt it over, you kind of shake it a little bit, you get the air out. But if you pick up on these gray handles, I've noticed that it kind of separates this seal right here, and whenever you tilt it, it just kind of leaks it leaks a little bit right out from underneath this handle. So what I've come to do, instead of picking up on the top part, is I'll pick it up from this bottom area down here and pick it up and carry it to the tank by holding it down here instead of holding it by the top. That way it doesn't put all this pressure on the seal right here and pull this up, and then you get leaks. If you push it on, you know, clamp your little handles down like I did, and then pick it up from the bottom, you go over there, you put your quick connect back on here, you open it up, you plug it in, and then all you got to do is, you know, tilt it over to the side. You know, you can use this priming button. It's a little stiff though, so you got to have a little leverage on it. I've read in the instructions, you know, you hold it down for 3-4 seconds and let it up. Hold it down for 3-4 seconds, let it up. But you know, just tilting it, shaking it does about the same thing. And then if you pick it up from down here, you don't get any leaks. Plus a little petroleum jelly or Vaseline right around the seal there, that always helps too. So that's pretty much my review. I mean, it's all I've really realized about the filter is just not to pick it up from this top part, you know, kind of pick it up from the bottom, because I mean, once you fill it up with water, which always helps with priming, it's a little heavy. I'm not gonna lie. It's about like a 5-gallon bucket. I mean, you pick up by these handles, you're pretty much just picking up by this top part, and it separates the seal just a little bit, just enough to where it leaks a little bit. So pick it up from the bottom, carry it over to your tank, you know, hook it up, and you'll be good. I mean, but this Sunsun / whatever kind of canister filter, I mean, they're becoming more and more available in the US. So, you know, there's replacement parts available, and for the price, you know, when shipping is free, and for the available area for media, and I mean, you just can't beat them. I mean, I'd rather pay $73 for this one that works just as well as a Fluval or Eheim, which, I mean, you get into $300-400 prices for an Eheim, and you're paying for auto priming and digital readouts and crap like that. But you know, unless you're rich, you ain't got that kind of money. So I mean, you can't beat this filter. And I mean, my other filter that I've got over there with the reactor hooked up to it, I've been running it for almost a year now and haven't had any problems except for the leak right here. But like I said, that was just from my mess up from picking it up from the top part of the canister and separating the seal just enough for it to leak. But after I realized, you know, pick it up from the bottom and you have no leaks, you have no problems. So, you know, that's my review, and I hope you like it. Maybe I can do some more videos later on the canister. If you got anything you want to know about it, or you know, just ask. Just let me know. Leave your comment down below. Like, dislike. I don't know. Go join Dark Star Aquatics. There's more people on there that run Sunsun, and they'd be welcome to let you know what they think about their canisters. So go check us out. See you later.